Hello everyone, Sam H4. Welcome back to some more FTB Continuum. So, last episode, set up stuff to get this stuff. I actually haven't shown this, but maybe I did. We set up stuff to get auto XP. We set up the mob farms now of infinite XP as much as we want. And it's just, I'm going to put some speed upgrades in here. It'll fill faster than this. We get XP now. Neat. But we have not yet finished processing everything we get from there. So as you can see, we get a lot of stuff. Most of it can be just tossed into a barrel. Here, ender pearls, zombie flesh, it's all stuff I can use. And there's some of it that can just get thrown out. Unenchanted armor is a good one. But some of the armor is enchanted. Some of the enchants are actually not that bad. Power, well, I don't know what insight is, but just, you know, if we get soulbound's good. If we just like get enough of these and put them in disenchanter, we could probably get some pretty good enchantments out of it, right? Now, if we automate that, oh man, we're going places. So, all I really have right now is this servo pulling things out of here. I do not have a leather body to put in as a sample, but it will pull everything out, put it in here, and it'll automatically extract the enchantments. Then the rest of the items that are unenchanted are essentially just going to get trashed because I don't need them. And now there's two questions. One of them I know the answer to, the other one I still don't. The first question is, where do we get all the books? Because books aren't necessarily cheap. They're pretty easy to make, but they're not trivial. The second question is, what do we do with all the enchanted books? And that one I don't know. In old packs, there was like a filing cabinet that would just hold enchanted books, as many as you want, just in pages and pages of them. I don't, because they're not stackable. They can like join up, but I don't know if maybe like maybe a separate ME system just for enchanted books, where it's just a subsystem that just has the drive and just the types are all different enchantment. That could work, and then it just interfaces with that just to keep it separate from everything else. That might work. I'd have to experiment with it a little bit, but we're not focusing on that now. We're focusing today on getting books. So there's two ways to get books, as I showed. Let's go back to that recipe. I'm just kind of wandering around. I don't know where I need to be now. There's two ways to get books, as I showed. The first way is with leather. The second way is with 2 blank patterns and a string. You need paper for all cases. So let's take a look at what I've been working on to make that happen. First, sugarcane. We have sugarcane now. And I ran a cable, big dense cable, using up 5 of these channels over here, on down to here, so that this drawer controller has a storage bus on it. This is a very common thing. I've been doing it a lot, but it's just a drawer controller with a storage bus. I accidentally put my lunchbox in there once. And then all of the sugar canes, they don't go into the regular storage thing and take up cells there. They're just right here stored. And when I take some out, they'll come out of this barrel. In theory, when I put them back in, they should go there too. But this thing automatically gets me sugar canes, and it's great. Leather and the other thing. Skip book over here. Leather. Drop some cows. Blank patterns. Use an EFAB. Neither of them are super trivial to get. String I can do. String, I have string. I have auto-crafted string because I have cotton. And I'll show some of that system in a little bit. But blank patterns or leather. So leather we actually can automatically obtain from ground traps. If we have veggie bait in a ground trap, or any kind of bait, specifically I'm using veggie bait, in a ground trap it can potentially get some leather. So what do we got over here? Oh, it's nighttime. I will make it day and then show you what I got over there. Bad timing. So what I did is I first realized you can't place these things underground. This is originally just going to go right here, but it has to go on the surface. I get up, I just break the glass. I'd like a way up. Actually, no, I've been going up like over here recently. This has been a better way to the surface. Something gonna kill me. Cool. Here are my ground traps. So the way they need to work is they need to have in a plus configuration, so 2 in each direction, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. They need to have 5 grass blocks. Hello. So for the most part, you can get away with a grid, but you need a few exceptions to a few just holes in it to make it work. So this one right here needs that to not be a trap, ground trap, for it to work. Otherwise, this one right here would be invalid. All the ones in the edge are fine. But I kind of have this weird checkerboard pattern with a few holes, like 4 holes in it, and all of them function, and they are filled up with veggie bait, which then gets sent all the way around into the system via, wait for it, a drawer controller and a storage bus. Storage bus is down there. So I've 103 left. Dang, that's more leather than I thought. Last time I was down here, I had 20. So this thing's been doing the work. And it does what it needs to. Next question, where does this veggie bait come from? This was actually a really cool little thing I had set up pretty recently. But up here I have this, the farm system as before. It makes soybeans, it makes cotton, and it makes corn. They come from the system back there, just get dropped out on the conveyor belt and dropped into their chests. And cotton can be used to craft string. If I take 3 cotton, do this, I get 2 string. That's all fine and dandy. I don't need this. And then, actually, I do kind of need that. If you take 3 veggies, I think it's 3 veggies, and a string, it's 3 string and a veggie. So close to that. 3 string and a veggie, you get 4 veggie bait. Okay. How does that work? See, these 2 barrels down here are full. Let me show you the craziness that's back here. Yeah, so it's just a bunch of compact pipes and 2 of these mechanical crafters. That's all it is. And the pipe's kind of going everywhere. So the first one over there makes the string, clearly. It pulls from there, just fills up its internal storage, crafts some string. I think that one does have a speed upgrade in it because I use more string in that than I do here. I need to make sure this has string in it at all times. The string then gets pulled out on both sides, the bottom here and the side there. From the side, it goes into the autocrafter here, and from the bottom, it goes into there for other use. And this one over here takes in soybeans from that, drops them in here, and pulls them out there. So it's a really compact system. It's like 2x2x3, and it works really well. It's a bit annoying to get started because you really need to make sure this does not fill with just soybeans or just string. But once it's all essentially filled and backed up like this, it's not going to clog. As soon as this crafts once, these things are going to fill back up, and none of these inventory slots are going to empty. But until that happens, you kind of have to keep a little bit of an eye on it. That's why the speed upgrade's in there. I don't actually need the speed upgrade in there anymore. Yeah, so as you can see, I have veggie bait 4 days because guess what's right down here besides that? It's a drawer controller and a storage bus. The greatest little combination of things ever. So I see all my soybeans and all my corn and all this stuff is accessible mainly for the point of exporting it such that it can be used down here. And via that, I get auto leather. So like I was saying, before I had 20 leather, and now I have 105. That's honestly not enough. That is not nearly enough leather to make the amount of books I'm going to need, because 1 leather becomes 1 book. So we have to take Route 2, which is why I have this EFAB in my inventory. Also, welcome to the green floor. It's starting to actually look green. So there is EFAB auto crafting, and I've never done it before. We're gonna take some time right now and see how it works. I also completed I completed 2 quests. I finally made the mega torch. Just claim that, and weapons of mass production. To automate the EFAB, every block on the right has to be part. Set the recipe to craft in the crafter and put the ingredients into item storage. Provide the crafter with a redstone signal and begin to craft. You can have multiple separate crafters running on a single processor in item storage, but we want to add more item storages. Remember, processors affects the speed that items are crafted. Claim that. And give me my food or stone. Hey, some steak. Oh, 4 steak. Neat. So we got the EFAB. I got some gearboxes. I don't think they're actually going to help. This is going to look nicer later. I just want to get it all down right now. I just wanted to see if they have cool faces than they do. If they like do something while it's crafting. That's just, these are essentially the gearboxes for auto crafting. We need the crafter, which is going to go right here. Oh, that's pretty cool. And we need item storage to put the items in. The item storage is going to be accessed through the ME system. ME system is just going to be pumping items. It's going to be pumping in oak planks. So we're going to do these. That. Then put the items in there. That's got a little internal chest. And then I guess you just... I don't have any levers. Give it a redstone signal. Armory upgrade is needed. Ah, forgot about that. Armory upgrade. Oh, that's gonna be a pain. One sec. Oop. Oh, now I need the planks. They're still in there, right? That. What's the speed of these supposed to be? 15 seconds. Oh, so that's actually accepted speed. I'm like, this seems really slow. I was expecting with max processors this would go pretty quick. So this thing's probably just going to be doing this constantly to just keep a steady supply of books. This is 5 leather equivalent right now, so it's definitely faster than the outside one, but I actually don't know if it's going to be fast enough. To be fair though, this is after a little bit of time, and there is what 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 16 enchanted item, 16 enchantments in here, maybe a little bit more, 16 20, and it's already at 10. So it'll be pretty close. I'll watch it closely as things go on, but this thing's probably just going to be dedicated to that. I'm not sure how I must be able to pull items out of here, right? There's an item duct to connect. Servo. And a chest. I only have gold chests. What a world. Hey. Yes. That works. All right. Just got to cram this in a corner. Set something auto output planks. And the last thing, another thing that I'm forgetting is I actually do not have auto planks yet. I was going to mention this at some point, but I haven't. I have auto wood. It's all over there, and there's a ton of it. I have 16,000 logs in here at any given time. Yeah, 16,384 plus or minus a few. Look at all that dirt. Dang, that's not dirt. Oh, the dirt's full. Dang. This used to be like 100 dirt in it. Now it's just maxed. So something must have changed in how this thing works. This thing must have gotten a lot more powerful. Look at all this. It's crazy. Yeah, this wood's here, but it's not connected to the system. So what I got to do is I got to run some kind of ME line from here to there. Also, it's so quiet because it's the mega torch. The closest enemy spawn is over here somewhere. There's an enderman. Enderman and a skeleton. That's as close as it gets. It's very nice. Very safe. I can get rid of all the torches on the mountain. It does make it bright though. So I need to connect that up And I really don't want to just run a line across the surface because I have these nice, pretty power poles that I spent a lot of time designing that give it like this cool connected effect. And I like them there. I don't just want to ruin that with a straight cable. So I'll probably want it underground or something. Unless there's some way to do it wirelessly, but I don't think there is. There's wireless like terminals. I don't think there's wireless of that. So just gonna run a cable over there and, you know, draw a control on a storage bus. No, it'll probably just be 2 storage buses. And that'd be fun. Whew. Okay. So, what do we got here? What we got going on now? I ran the cable. Very long cable. And I ran it underground. And it goes all the way over here. And I did some sneaky stuff to get it to work well. I think I did, yeah. So here's the drawer controller. And it's just a single storage bus to connect it to basic drawer over here. And that's it. That's all it is. I now have access to all these logs. And, oh, right, the other thing it has. The reason it kind of looks like this, I thought I was forgetting something. The reason it kind of looks funny like this is because it actually goes into the ceiling. There's a drawer right here, meaning that it has access to these drawers up here because there's a drawer under this one to connect it to the drawer matrix. We have access to the sand, the apples, and all the wood. Like 17,000 logs. Logs for days. Logs for days. In there. Next, to process that, down here, I set up a sawmill that just continuously processes logs. I don't know, because I didn't set. I had it somewhere else and then I moved it, so I didn't set this back up to export wood. It just puts wood in it. It saws it down into planks and sawdust, which have system access. I might put a void upgrade on this so it doesn't stop it if there's too much sawdust. Yeah. Just a continuous stream of planks, which is good for many things. And then we get to the real reason we're doing this, which is everything over here. So, I have right here the export bus. It needs a capacity card so it can export 3 things. It exports them in a round robin, so it does each of them. And it fills up this chest. Hopefully none of these stacks ever empty, because then it would start filling up with other things. It shouldn't. I have it set to 1 item at a time. The sugarcane's here, stone filler, so it doesn't have items in it. Plant patterns here, same thing here. The books, I changed this out from a hopper because a hopper has 5 internal inventory slots, and this drawer has a storage downgrade, so it can only hold 1 stack. So I only have 4 stacks of books at any given time, and hopefully the system can maintain that. Over here, I ran it for a little bit, and some items ran through, so I lost some of them. I don't have leather chest boots or gold boots. Once I do, they will go into here to go to the enchantment extractor. Once extracted, the extracted items go out this pipe into the trash chest. The enchanted books come out this pipe into... No, why do you do this? To this. I'm going to set this to extract only, which will hold all of the enchanted books. It's extract only right now, but hopefully when it fills up, I can set it both directions. Just holds them all. There are 140 different enchanted books from what I found. All these. So I have 35 2x2 drawers. In theory, I can hold them all. I don't know if you can actually get them all from these, but should be able to. Hold 8 of each. I'd probably put void upgrades on them so it can destroy the excess. And then for the non-enchantable items, the way it works here It blacklists them over here. And then this is set to furthest first. The first thing it's going to try to do is put them all the way around to here in the store in the system chest. But this blacklists anything that can go into here, the bulk storage. So if it's a unique thing like these potions or bottles, you're like, yep, you can make it there. Go ahead. If it's a potion or bottle, or if it's like a feather, I think I have raw chicken in this too. I do have raw chicken. Then it would go straight into the drawer controller. If the drawer controller is full, then the last resort is the trash chest. That's how it works. So let's turn this one on. So it starts disenchanting. Pulled out into there. It just starts pumping out enchanted books. Very cool. You already stopped? Oh, you know what? I need to remember to ignore metadata. Yeah. Got a lot of bows to go through. Yeah, it's pretty simple. When it gets to the non-enchanted ones, which hopefully it will, it is not. Why aren't you doing the non-enchanted? Oh, because I guess non-enchanted can't actually go in here. Okay. What if I do... I need non-enchanted items to go into here. That's a interesting conundrum. Let's grab item ducks. See if this works. There's a very tight spot right here. Turn that off, do this, and can I disconnect this and that? I'm going to go nearest first. So if it can go in there, it will. The problem is overflow. I don't want overflow to go this way. That's going to end up happening. If it's like, I got to pull out, but this is full, it's going to go the other way. Dang. I thought I could put non-enchanted items in here and it would just... No, I guess not. Okay, this will work. Work for now. Yeah, see, it's going so fast. Cool. Now let's try this system here. Potion went there, that went there. It's done. Neat. So I'm going to turn this one off because this, I need to put more whitelists in it once I get more items. Let's go turn on the system, see what happens. Right. Fans still on. The fans are still on. Lights. And look at them. I want to see what the chest is getting before I go do anything else. That's a semi-transparent block, so they might see me through it. That's fine. So it's not a major flow of enchanted items, but it is processing them. Okay, that's why. It's slow stone. So we're not actually getting a lot of armor and stuff, but when we are getting it, it's being processed pretty much right away. It's going pretty good. Let's see how it looks over here. How's the books? Still full. Here's some leather boots. Put them here. And blacklist them here. It's really just a matter of waiting for the other items to come in. I need a leather leather chest plate, and golden boots. And then that should wrap up the armor sets. And the enchanted books are flowing in. Can't see what they are. Soulbound 3, wow. Blast protection, unbreaking, power 1, power 2. Multi-shot, I didn't know that was a thing. Fancy, fancy. Also, real quick, I can turn this on for a second to just drain out the items. Doop, 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 doop. I think something just went through here that was enchanted. Oh no. Hey, got one. And I have gold boots. Cool. That's it. There. That goes there. And then there. Goes there. I don't think they can drop swords. I guess we'll have to see. There it goes. Doing its thing. So this thing should be able to run pretty much forever until these start backing up. So I do want some void upgrades on these. Besides that, it's just leave it. Leave it, let it do its thing. Very cool. I'm going to leave it for a bit. See if it breaks at all. Things seem to be going well so far. And I want to upgrade my armor a bit. I know I just made these boots, but I have flux infused boots. I don't know if it actually matters. If there's a difference between them. They have the same armor value. These use charge, but I have auto repair things. I think it's just a matter of preference. My legs, though, have only been iron so far, so these flux infused legs will be better. And we're going to do lapis. It's soulbound 3 and protection 4. That's pretty good. Do I have any more protection 4? I have some protection 3s. 2 protection 3 make a protection 4. And then this plus protection 4 is still protection 4. So I need to actually get up a protection 5 book. Here's another protection 3. There's another protection 3 in here. One more. Boom, 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 boom. 4. Is it not protection 5? I thought there was. It's got soulbound. I want unbreaking. Breaking 3. Anything else you can put on legs? Can't think of anything. Do not have a flux infused helmet. Helmet right now is iron. It's not that good. So maybe make a diamond helmet for that. And I want to put soulbound on these boots. Grab a. Is there more than soulbound 3? Is there a soulbound 4? 3 plus 3 is still 3. Okay, so no. Boots, soulbound, soulbound 3. You put unbreaking on these. Why not? 18 levels. Huh. Funny. Nice. They're getting fancy. 5 enchantments. Getting fancy. Over here, things are going well. I don't think anything's come up as an issue yet. This thing right here was backed up before, but it's not anymore. As it was backed up, it wasn't actually having to make any more books. But I think at the rate things are going, the fact that it has to make a book every time isn't an issue. get refills fast enough that it's not an issue. And just, it's growing. It's growing, it's going. I think I got another Enderman trophy. I got a creeper trophy, nice. Give me the, yeah. Nice trophy you got there. What does this one do? Like cooking this tofu will make explosion particles and effect noises, but an extra hard thing. Oh, neat. Put it with the other ones in the corner of this room. Yeah, it's going. Working well. And I can just kind of leave it on forever. I was muted. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. But that's all the time we have for this episode. I totally just didn't record this and realize I was muted. This thing's working pretty great so far. The only thing that we're having a problem with is maintaining the sugarcane supply. Look at this, it's at 77. It was about at 150 earlier, so it is slowly going down. That's gonna have to be looked at. I did upgrade the sugarcane farm here to take up the whole thing, so we're gonna have to look at better ways of getting sugarcane, or at very least getting paper. Like Enderman. And next time we'll be looking at this here laser, because I think for a while I've been planning on upgrading it further, and I just haven't. Looking at getting it to tier 4. The thing stopping us from getting to... Yeah, the thing stopping us getting to tier 4 was the UU matter, but I have UU matter for days. 1433 right now. It was at like 1550 before, but I just made a bunch of diamonds. So I get UU matter for days, no problem. Phosphorus is easy enough. I think I already made the phosphorus. And it's all doable from there, and it'll get us glowstone and this one. The big things we'll get from this: glowstone, so I don't have to mine it myself, and nether quartz again, so I don't have to mine it myself. Nothing new or exciting, but hopefully we're able to get to tier 5 soon, which gets what? Diamonds. Cool. I have diamonds already. Certus quartz is big. It gets us Certus quartz. So that's gonna be good. Is there any other way to get Certus quartz? I don't think I can make it with UU matter. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna get Certus quartz once we get to tier 5 though. So hopefully we'll do that next time. Be nice, easy upgrading. And I might decorate the green floor a bit because it doesn't look as ugly. So until then, thanks for watching. Bye bye.